All right, good morning. Isn't that a nice backdrop? Check that out. I mean, what a view to wake up to. It's, it doesn't get it doesn't get much better than this. You know, this is so much better than the stinking Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf of Mexico, with the exception of up by the Panhandle, which unfortunately got hit by that hurricane recently. The Gulf of Mexico is just a pit. It's I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if pit is the right word, but it's boring. There's no surf. There's nothing. But there are pelicans. I think the Gulf has pelicans. But anyway, as I start my day here today, I can't help but to find myself making all kinds of plans, and plans in the sense that I'm gonna go stay in a little town tonight called Lagos, 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 and I'm staying at a rather historical hotel. I guess it's probably one of the nicer hotels in Lagos, and so I'm gonna stay in Lagos tonight, and then I want to be back in Lisbon on Thursday, and I'm scheduled to fly out of Lisbon back to Budapest on Friday. And I got to tell you, you know what? It would be so easy to jump on an Air Portugal flight and jump over the pond and go back to America. I mean, I'm right here in Lisbon, and when I'm looking at airline prices, I'm looking at, I think the focus keeps going in and out here. But anyway, so when I'm looking at airline prices of flights back to the States, out of Europe, oftentimes I see that the flights out of Portugal, or Lisbon rather, are usually the least expensive, and so it's very tempting. It's tempting not to want to just go up to Lisbon on Thursday, get a room, and fly out of Lisbon back to home, the comforts of home on Friday and Saturday. And just as soon as that thought goes in my mind, it goes out of my mind, because I think, I came over here to see the damn Christmas markets, and I'm gonna see the Christmas markets. So it's just a matter of figuring out the logistics, and in doing so, I find myself thinking that maybe what I will do is, oh, I don't know. I don't have to go through the whole thing with you, but I know that I'm going to be in Zagreb on the 1st of December, and the 2nd of December I want to be in Ljubljana, which is in Slovenia, and then I don't know from there. I may just work my way. I may go back to Budapest, or I may go up to Vienna and just work my way west. Vienna, Salzburg, Munich, maybe Zurich, and then Strasbourg and what have you. Just work my way west over towards Brussels, Bruges, Paris, London, and then maybe catch a flight out of one of those cities toward the middle of December or something like that. I don't know. As the saying goes, we will see. But anyway, with that in mind, I'm going to keep this video rather short, and just show you the view here. It really is. I mean, you talk about places. I was thinking, you could go to Hawaii and probably pay 2-3 times the cost of what you would pay here, and it's every bit, if not, well, I don't know if it's every bit as beautiful, but it's I mean, Hawaii is a gorgeous place. Don't get me wrong. Maui is paradise. All types of beautiful flowers, and just really, really warm water. But nonetheless, I would imagine that for a lot of folks here in Europe, like Harry and Amy, coming down to the Algarve is a just paradise for them. So, with that in mind, I'm gonna get on with my day. I am, as I said, it's about 7 in the morning, I got to try to fit in some work in addition to, look at that person down there in contrast to the rock. It gives you an idea as to the size of that rock. And I think the 12 apostles down at the Great Ocean Road are, I think the 12 apostles are much, much bigger than that. And Oz, if you're watching this video, boy, I'm hoping maybe you and I can do a day trip, or maybe a couple days, and go down to the Great Ocean Road and take that drive together. But anyway, so that's about it for the day. Not too much else going on. Another day, another another day as usual, or day as unusual maybe. I'm gonna go see Emmanuel. Emmanuel, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere out there right now there's this 68-year-old man, Emmanuel, working in his studio, listening to Mozart or something, and painting a portrait of my dad. You know, his daughter works here at the hotel, and yesterday she was telling me, look, it looks like you have campers down there. So the daughter was telling me that he woke up really early yesterday and he was working on that portrait of my dad, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to safely get that. I'm gonna have to figure out how to safely get that portrait back home to Florida. So we will figure that out. So I'm gonna go see him tomorrow. And you know what I'm going to do for him is they're looking for something along the lines that they can do on the, and I think I want to help him get up and running with a website doing portraits from photos. Heidi, if you're watching these videos, boy, let me know if you end up having him do a portrait for you. Okay, I would really, anybody out there, if you end up reaching out to Emmanuel to have him do a portrait for you, let me know. Okay, I sure would appreciate it, and we'll see how he does with my dad's portrait. I think maybe he'll be finished tomorrow. We will see. All right, well, take good care from the Algarve.